Welcome to Toned Out. Hey, welcome back to the channel, you guys. Woo! All right, so today, check it. I'm here, Coach Gabrielle. We're gonna be running over a cool down video. Now, if you haven't already had a chance to watch the dynamic warm-up video, you're gonna wanna do that first because that's really what you can do for your cool down as well. But I'm gonna talk to you guys because when you're cooling down, you also want to relax the muscle. And how do we relax the muscle? You stretch. And in case you didn't know, there's actually more than one form of stretching. I'm gonna show you guys a couple different forms of stretching so you can fully make sure you flush out all that lactic acid buildup that's in your muscles from working out. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is static stretching. I'm gonna run through a couple different total body static stretches, okay? These are great. These are the stretches I do literally after every single workout. So you'll be just feeling really good, feeling really relaxed. The first one I like to just hang out. Now with this one, you wanna put more weight in your toes than in your heels. You wanna make sure your knees aren't completely locked out either. But just hang out. You're gonna feel this in your hamstrings, your lower back, your glutes, pretty much your whole body. You can even rock a little bit, move a little bit. All right, another stretch I love to do, I actually learned from yoga, but this one's really good. Make sure your heel is in line with the middle of your foot. This foot's gonna be parallel, this foot's gonna be straight. Just leaning down into that hip, pushing that knee out. You're gonna feel this all in your groin and your hip flexors. This one's really good. Now, quick tip. When you're doing these stretches, you guys really want to take note of your posture. You want to make sure you're not overly arched or overly hunched because that's going to be pulling on your muscles in the wrong way. And to get the full benefit of stretching, you have to have proper alignment, proper posture. So let's do the other side now. This one's super easy. You literally do it in a kneeling position. Like I said before, you want to make sure your pelvis is tucked under so you have neutral alignment. Just by doing that, you should already feel the stretch in your hip flexors. And to make it a little bit more challenging, just lean forward. But like I said, don't force anything. Stretching should be comfortable. You shouldn't be in pain, okay? Nothing should be pulling in a way that it doesn't feel right. You want to ease into the stretch. And make sure you're breathing. You can tell even sometimes I forget because I'll be out of breath, but make sure you're taking nice, slow, deep breaths and breathing from your stomach. None of that chest breathing. Let's switch sides. Again, I'm tucking my hip under. Leaning forward. That feels good. Okay, next, let's stretch our abdominals. You're gonna lay flat and you're just gonna push up. You wanna make sure you're not squeezing your butt or any other muscles when you're doing this. Like all the other ones, you wanna remain relaxed. Another thing to think about is you want to make sure you're not hyperextending your neck. You want to keep your neck in line with your spine in that neutral positioning. You should feel this one in your core and in your back. Let's go to the next one. This is another great stretch to target your back, hips, honestly, your whole body. I love this one. A great glute stretch. Cross that leg over. Hug it with your opposite hand and just slowly pull up. So for a great glute stretch, cross that leg over, hug it with the opposite arm, slowly pull it up. You're gonna feel this stretch all in this medius. Oh, it feels so good. Just feels so good. And just breathe, relax into the stretch. Depending on what you worked out that day, you obviously want to make sure you stretch those muscles that you specifically use. So if you did a push day and you worked out your chest and triceps, you want to make sure you stretch those. But these were just some overall total body stretches that I love to do. So I'm going to show you guys something else that I use. I don't know if you ever used it before, but if you don't, you definitely need to get one. So, is she holding a PVC pipe? Yes, I am. You guys could get a $5 pipe from Home Depot or Lowe's. This is a great stretch tool. Great, great, great stretch tool. 10 out of 10 recommend. So I'm just gonna share some quick stretches that I love to do with my stretch pole at home. It's a great way to stretch your shoulders, your rotator's cuff. Now, if at first this stretch is a little challenging for you, just go a little bit wider. The more flexible you become, you'll be able to go more narrow on the pole, and that's a good indication that the stretching's working. This is also great to use to warm up your shoulders. Lats. Feel the stretch all through your back, through your lats. One hand. Rotate. Open up that chest. Look, the options are endless. Like I said, we're just showing you guys a few here. We're gonna have a whole video of what to do with the stretch pole, but just get your mind going and think about it. Be creative. You can honestly use this to stretch however you want. So, the last thing I'm gonna show you guys today is the foam roller. This is the other half of stretching. Now, when you just stretch statically, that doesn't fully relax the muscle. You also need that pressure, that myofascial release to fully lengthen and calm the muscle down. So I'm just gonna run through a quick foam rolling routine with you guys here. Start with my calves. Now when you're doing this, you wanna move slow. Think about 1 inch per second. Nice and slow. Both directions. Also, when you're doing this, be careful not to foam roll your lower back too much because you can hit your spine. So my best advice is to just start from your mid back and up. Nice and slow. Also, when you're doing this, you want to make sure you're nice and straight. You got a strong core. You don't want to be overly arching your back or hunching up. Nice and straight and firm. You're definitely going to hear some pops and clicks, but that's okay. It feels really good. You want to make sure you're foam rolling in the same direction as the muscle fibers. A great trick is to just pull up a Google picture of the muscle so you can see which way the fibers run and just follow that direction. And again, you want to make sure you're foam rolling and static stretching the muscles you worked out that day. So you guys, these were just some really fun cool down techniques that I do myself that I wanted to share with you all. I hope you enjoyed this video and let me know what else you guys want to see. Until next time, peace.